Hello students, welcome to this English video tutorial. In this tutorial, we will be discussing on the topic self-measure in the making of a brilliant leader. This is the 8th lesson from the English Literature Reader. Self-measure in the making of brilliant leaders. This is an essay which was developed by teachers at the Material-Based Development Workshop, Kohima, based on their understanding of an article, Emotional Intelligence, Making of Brilliant Leaders by Olenik A. Basari. Here are some warm-up questions which would take us or lead us to more understanding of the text. Have you ever had a friend or relative who exhibits the following traits? Number A, extreme anger. B, shouting at others. C, inability to solve problems without panicking. D, sudden mood swings. E, inability to understand others' situation. F, inability to get along with others. Do you think this person is someone you would like to be? Do you think this person is happy? In this essay, we will find out more about a skill that everyone must possess in order to be able to lead a happy life. Let us discuss the lesson in detail. In the past, there exists a system of obedience to political and military leaders based on fear and unquestionable sense of duty, making a person to do a certain task under fear and pressure. And this is not new to us. There exist people who believe that controlling others become easier when they are threatened and kept in fear. In short, terrorizing others become their strength. How far do you think this is right? And an unquestionable sense of duty means we don't have the right to ask any question to those people who are higher ups in rank. Do you remember the poem Charge of the Light Brigade, where the soldiers knew that the commander has made a mistake, but still they didn't have the right to say why or no or what. So they obeyed the commander and went into the battlefield knowing that there is danger, but still they obeyed the the order. You see, the things are changing. Society at present, what are the changes? Things are getting considerably better across the generation owing to the social and organizational transformations affecting all aspects of our lives. Today's society is a dynamic paradigm that is constantly changing model, where both leaders and followers need to constantly evolve and adapt to each other's needs. Evolve. The society must evolve because the society is never at rest. It is ever changing since time inception. And adopt because if one does not adopt, then he or she will feel left out in this updated world. So it is very important to evolve and adapt. Next, what are the qualities that our ever-changing society calls for a leader? What are the qualities that we look for in a leader? The qualities in a leader that our society calls for in today's ever-changing society are A leader who first and foremost knows when and how to collaborate, that is, to work together with others to achieve a common goal. For this, it becomes very important for a leader to understand that his or her calls and decisions are not final, but his followers too have a saying in any decision that they make. Hence, respecting and valuing his fellow mates or followers' opinion is far-reaching. Next quality is accept feedback. A good leader should be able to receive both negative as well as positive feedback. It is vital for a leader because it is another step to ameliorate. The next quality is to analyze it, that is, examining in detail. When a leader analyzes a problem or situation, he has to keep a track on how it happened, the cost of the situation, what is the present status, and how to handle it, expecting both the pros and cons of the outcome of his action. The next quality is confident. Be confident. One cannot be a leader if he lacks confidence. It is the manifest of his personality. Whatever steps he takes, he should feel certain about it. In this way, the trust of his followers can be gained. Then, he should be decisive in his action, that is, to be able to make decision quickly. Don't be mistaken that these qualities, the five qualities that is given here, can be compromised. And comprising or having few of these qualities are sufficient for a leader. No, a leader should possess all of these qualities. Lacking in one or two of these qualities, there are times that people make crucial decisions and that not only affect themselves but also those around them. If a decision is made with some selfish motive, it would hamper others. If it is made without consulting others, thinking his opinion matters the most, will lead to such situation. Here, reacting to a situation or any given situation is considered as a negative emotions instead of responding, which is a positive emotion. It can bring about disastrous result in their surroundings if you react instead of responding to the problem. Therefore, learning how to regulate or control one's emotion is the foundation of making better decisions on the basis on which stronger personal and professional relationship can be created. This emotional self-regulation allows a person to lead more with his presence rather than his position. Leaders who have strong authority over emotional self-regulation knows how to suit himself in the given situation with his presence, that is, together with his followers, and not by his position, that is, by commanding his followers. One will not do this sitting in one position or sitting in his seat and commanding the followers, but he will be together with his followers or he will lead the followers. Okay, the skills required to do well within a person's work or work environment, professional career, or in society. He needs to demonstrate leadership skills. According to psychologists and scientists, high mental intelligence alone cannot guarantee success, because intelligence quotient or IQ is only a number representing a person's reasoning ability. It has nothing to do with people or his surrounding. But as a social being, we need to do well in our work environment, both in professional career or in society. And in order to do well, we need these skills. The first skill is self-aware. Self-aware is the first pillar of emotional intelligence. Self-awareness refers to your ability to identify your own emotions, strength, and weakness and behavioral pattern. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. Cultivating self-awareness increases your ability to understand your own emotional and behavioral landscape, in turn making it easier to understand the emotions and behaviors of others. It also gives you a better perspective to identify the traits that serve you well and the traits that don't serve you well. You can modify your behavior for the better if you can identify your own bad habits and catch yourself when you are doing them. Next, self-regulating. The second pillar of emotional intelligence is self-regulation, also known as self-discipline. Self-regulation is the action-based companion to self-awareness. Your ability to control your emotions, your behavior, and your inner resources are all determined by your self-regulation, and it is a valuable skill. A study at the University of Pennsylvania revealed that self-discipline can outperform IQ more than 2:1 in determining who would succeed academically, and why wouldn't it? Intelligence does not count for much if you don't put it in the effort to apply it. Same goes to an athlete. If he focuses only on his practices and does not discipline himself in his food habits, lifestyles, then what do you think would happen to him? Therefore, self-regulation is important if we want to lead a successful and contented life. Next, motivation. Motivation is what pushes us to achieve our goals, feel more fulfilled, and improve our overall quality of life. Self-motivated leaders work consistently towards their goal, and they have extremely high standard for the quality of their work. Self-motivation drives people to keep going even in the face of setbacks, to take up opportunities, and to show commitment to what they want to achieve. The next skill is empathetic. Empathy, the ability to relate and share someone else's emotions, thoughts, and experiences. It's that elusive skill that allows us to walk in someone else's shoe. We all possess empathy to some degree. That's why humans find watching movies so compelling. We vicariously experience the emotional journey of the character on the screen, but empathy plays a more vital role in real life, and not all leaders have a well-developed sense of empathy. Sympathy is rarely an idle response to people's problem. Instead, show empathy, not sympathy, but show empathy, which allows you to be professional and caring at the same time when you are sympathetic, you feel bad for someone, but it does not communicate to others why they feel the way they are feeling. It only communicates that you understand the problem. But empathy creates a more supportive environment where people feel valued and heard. It's very important. We want people to hear us. We want people to value us, whoever we might be. But we need that, and that kind of supportive environment is very much healthy for any human. The last quality or the skill is social skill. Social skills, also known as interpersonal or soft skills, are used to communicate with others. Several types of communication that we use on daily basis include verbal, nonverbal, written, and visual. Verbal skills involve the spoken language, while nonverbal communication includes body language, facial expression, eye contact, etc. Anytime you interact with another person, you are using social skills in some way. Strong social skills can help you build and maintain successful relationship both professionally and personally. So here, the sum of these abilities, that is self-aware, self-regulating, motivation, empathetic, great social skills, when you sum it up, this is known as emotional intelligence. So when one believe or one says that he is emotionally intelligent, then he needs to have all of these skills. Here, the definition of emotional intelligence is given. Emotional intelligence or EQ is the ability to identify, access, and control the emotions of oneself, of others, and of groups. Intelligence quotient or IQ is a number representing a person's reasoning ability as compared to the statistical norm or average for their age, taken as 100. Here I will stop my explanation, but this is not the end of this lesson. I will continue the remaining part of the text in the next video. So stay tuned and don't forget to watch and learn from the next video for complete lesson explanation. Thank you.